Here we go. Okay, so the instructions say, you probably see them at the top there. They say, write a congruent statement for any figure that can be proven congruent. Explain your reasoning. So we talked about this last time. There's for triangles, there's side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, 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 side.
Uh-huh.
Now, when you look at this picture here, the question for you is well, what do you have here? So there's actually many options here for this. Does anything stand out to you in this picture for one of these four options? Like, first of all, are all the sides congruent? Like see how DG is congruent to EF?
No, well, yes, it is.
And how GF is congruent to DE?
No, GF is not congruent.
It is to DE. There's two, see how there's two lines?
Okay.
So the question is GE congruent to itself?
Uh-huh.
It is. So we could use side, side, side. Do you see that? We could say that all the sides are congruent. So
Okay.
here's how we would use side, angle, side. Again, do you see that DG?
So what is side angle? So what is side, side, side? What is that?
It means that all the sides are congruent. This side, and this side are congruent to the other sides in the other triangle.
Oh, okay.
Like if you were to break it apart here into DEG,
Uh-huh.
GEF, this side is congruent to this side. That's two lines. And then DE is congruent to GF. And then the third side is congruent to the third side. That's side, side, side. All the sides are congruent.
Okay. So all the sides are congruent. What about
Yeah.
side angle side?
So that's where you need an angle between two sides that are congruent. So let's look at this picture again. Let me grab it and move it down here so we can look at it fresh. Okay, so it would be like a side, an angle, and a side. Do you see how there's an angle between the two sides?
Yeah.
So down here where F is your angle. Do you see how it's squeezed between two sides?
Yeah.
So you're mapping here. You're saying like, okay, DG is congruent to EF, and then angle D is congruent to angle F, and then DE is congruent to GF. So you have an angle between two sides that are congruent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So okay. Yeah.
So you could use any of them so far. And you actually could use the next one here as well. So this is a side angle side problem. Is this confusing?
Well, it kind of is, but
Yeah.
it's just that I was just because in school I was saying to other students to see what does SSS what does ASS what is AASS or AAA.
Right. So it's angle side angle. So you have to start at an angle that's congruent. So do you see how angle D is congruent to angle F? That's your
Yes.
angle. That's your angle. And so we're gonna move in one direction. So do you see how side GF is congruent to DE?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your side. So those are congruent. And then you need another angle. So see how this angle G down here is congruent to this angle E up here? That's your other angle.
Okay. All right. That's the other angle for that.
Yes.
Okay, so what is the congruent statement?
Okay. let's get to that. So let's go back to using side, side,
Oh wait,
side.
Mr. Matthew,
Yes.
what are the okay? So can you take me back to the where you got the side angle, side, and what are the things? Is it what are the things? Is it a side, angle, side, side?
Well, it's
What?
actually all of them, but let's just use side, side, side.
Oh, well, I just want
Okay.
to know what are the things what are the words what are the words I really want to know all the words SSS and more yeah, there it is, yes.
So S always goes with side and A always goes with angle.
So angle, side, angle, side, angle, is it like uh okay, all right, let's go.
Okay, if we can get through these problems, I'll give you some more examples of how to do this so that it's clear. Um, and actually, we need to do one other thing, but we'll do that after this problem here. So if these triangles are congruent by side, 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 you start with a vertex. Let's start with vertex D. Which vertex does D go with in this other triangle? Which is the other 90-degree angle?
The other 90-degree angle, the other
Yes,
90-degree angle for that, that is F.
F. So D goes with F. So now from D, I'm going to go to angle E, or vertex E. So that means from F, you're going to G. Do you see that?
Mhm.
And then from E, you're going down to G. But from G, you're going back to E. So this is your congruence statement.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so before we can jump to question 9,
Okay. So I have to write that down.
yeah, this is all you need to write down for number 8.
Ah. Okay. And we have to write the reasoning.
Your reasoning is side, 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 SSS.
All right. Let me write that down. Okay. Got it down.
Great. Okay, so before we move on to number 9, we're going to do a money problem.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're going to talk about money. Okay, so there's a $1 bill, there's a $5 bill, a $10 bill, and a $20 bill, and a $100 bill. Do you know of any other denominations that have been used in our history for dollar bills for money?
Hmm. Well, I just wait. Did my dad tell you I had to do money problems?
We're gonna do this money problem before we can proceed to the rest of the assignment. So but I'm asking you, do you know of any other money bills that have been used in circulation?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking you, Sourish. Like, have you
Yeah.
ever
Any
seen
other
anything
money
else?
problems? Yeah.
Have you
One
ever seen any?
dollar or
Have you
one
ever?
cent, five
No, what?
cent. I already know these things. These are easy.
I know. I'm asking you, are there any other bill denominations that you've seen? Like a $1, a 5, a 10, a 20, and a 100. Those are standard, but are there any other ones that you know about?
Mm, $500.
Okay. So maybe. I would have to look on that one. That one I don't know for sure. I'm gonna look that up right now. Any other ones? So yes, there used to be a $500 bill, but we don't use that anymore. There used to be $1,000 bill. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And then there actually used to be a $5,000 bill, believe it or not, and then a $10,000 bill. But the one that I was thinking of that I thought maybe you had seen is a $2 bill. Have you ever seen a $2 bill?
Bill.
Yes, a $2 bill.
Oh wait, $2. No, well, $1 and another $1 that equals $2, but it's no.
No, it's a $2 bill. Yeah. So if you go to a bank, you can actually ask for these. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to have one in your wallet, impress your friends with a $2 bill. Okay.
Yeah.
So to your question that I want to ask you. So assuming you have a $1 bill, $5 bill, $10 bills, and 20 and a $100 bill. So these are the possible denominations. Sorry, $100. Okay, so assume you have as many of these as you want for this problem. What is the fewest number of bills to make $38? So you want to
Okay.
give someone $38, but you want to do it with the fewest number of bills. That's
What's
your
the fewest
question.
number of bills to make $38?
Yes.
Well, okay, that is very hard.
Well, take a moment to see if you can come up with an option.
Hmm.
It has to be exactly $38. Do you have any questions for me? Do you want some help on this one?
I want some help.
Okay, so let's say let's say for you and me, I wanted you to make $12. Okay, so here's option one. Option one is that you could have a $1 bill, 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 $1 bill. Is that $12?
You have to add all ones.
Yes, is that $12?
Mm,
I'm just asking you to
no,
count.
no.
Did you count?
I
One,
counted. There's
two,
10,
three, four. What about these two?
12. I
Okay,
thought those things are just, you wrote them down.
so here's option two. We could go a $5 bill, okay, a $5 bill, and then a $1 bill and a $1 bill. How much is that?
No, okay, so I know what that is. It's 12.
12. So which is fewer? Which is a fewer number of bills? The one on the left or the one on the right? Which is fewer number of
The
bills?
first one.
So fewer means less. So there's 12 over here, 12 bills, and over here there's 4. Which is smaller?
Yeah, option 2.
Option 2. But is there a better option?
What?
Is there a better option? Like what do 2 5s make?
You guys can make 10.
Do we have a $10 bill?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the $1 bill and a $1 bill. How many bills do we have here?
12.
No, how many bills? How many pieces of paper? One piece of paper, two pieces of paper, three pieces of paper. How many pieces of paper do we have?
3.
So which is the fewest?
Option 3.
Option 3. Okay, so for $38, look at your denominations up here. Which is the largest one that will go into it? Which of these bills is the largest one that will go into 38? Do you
10.
understand my
10.
question?
10. It's 10.
Well, 10 goes in, but doesn't 20?
Well, yes, 22 and also
Okay.
5.
Okay, but we want the largest. Do you understand that 20 is larger than 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you subtract 20 from 38, what's left over? 18.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Yep.
the largest bill that goes into 18?
The largest bill that goes in the 18.
Yes.
Hmm. I'm trying to think here, Mr. Matthew.
I'm just looking for the number that's smaller than 18. The biggest number that's smaller than 18. And it's 10.
Yeah.
So you subtract 18 from 10. 10, that's 8.
Mm-hmm.
What is the largest bill that goes into 8 on this list?
That goes in the 8 on that
Yes.
list.
Yes.
A 5.
5. Very good. What's left over after you subtract 5? There's 3. So that's a $1 bill, a $1 bill, and a $1 bill. How many bills, how many pieces of paper do you have on this list here?
5.
I
You
see
have to
more than
add.
5.
First of all, you have to
1,
add
2, 3, 4, 5. You're counting.
6.
6. That's your answer. Okay, let's jump back to your assignment. I think we're up to number 9. Is that right? Yeah, number 9. Okay, so let me snip this in. So we're back to talking about congruence of triangles.
Yeah.
All right, so congruence of triangles. So I'm going to draw these triangles separately and try to help you show you what's going on here.
Okay.
So here are the triangles separately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to start with, do you see that you have a side right over here, a side xw, which is congruent to a side zw? Do you see that you have sides that are congruent?
Yeah. So that means that it is a side angle side. Hello?
It is a side angle side because the next angle is here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I got it correct.
Yes. So you can write side angle side.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll write that down. Okay. And then for that right there.
So we
Then
have to
for
show the
that, I
triangles that are congruent.
yeah, YWZ is YWX.
So give me them one more time. What were the two triangles?
YWZ is YWX.
Yeah, that does work. YWX. Very good. So that's
Yep.
your congruent statement.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at
Hold on, I need to write it down.
number 10 here. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab the next question. Did you get all this down?
Yeah.
Okay, for number 10, it says to find the value of x. And I think we're supposed to assume that the triangles are congruent.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if angle C is 65 degrees, what is the measure of angle D?
What is the measure of angle D? Okay. So if all right, find the value of x. I think I know that right there.
So C is congruent to D.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what is the measure of angle D? If measure of angle C is 65, what is the measure of angle D? They're congruent. Congruent means they're the same.
Yes.
So what is the measure of angle D?
What is the measure of angle D? I know that. Angle C.
What is the measure of angle C?
The measure of angle C.
Measure
65.
means length. What's this number again?
65.
So what's the measure of angle D?
65.
Yes, 65 degrees. But we really want to find angle X. That's our focus. Okay, and I've asked you this a few times in the past. What do the angles add up to in a triangle? 65 plus X plus 90. What do they add up to in a triangle? What do the three angles add up to?
What do the three triangles add to?
What
They
are the
add up to
angles?
one. They add up to like one. They add them. They add up to 90 degrees.
No, the three
180
angles.
degrees.
Yes, 180. What is this square? What is the angle measure of this square down here?
Angle measure of that square.
Yes. What kind of an angle is that?
Right angle.
It's a right angle. Plus 90 equals, I'm sorry, plus X equals 180.
Yes.
All right, so you need to solve for X. How are you going to do that?
You need to solve for x. How do you do that right there? So now what you need to do is just yes, what you need to do right there is that so 65 plus, now you have to like add 65 plus 90 and then subtract by 180.
Okay. So 65 plus 90 is 155.
Yeah, and you subtract by 180.
Okay, so go ahead and subtract and tell me the value of X, please.
Should I write it down?
You do need to write this down, but you can also solve it after you're done writing it down. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
All right, did you calculate the value of X?
I'm trying to put this down. $25.
X is 25. Very good.
Yeah. And what is the angle? Is it side angle side or
You don't
angle
have
angle side?
you don't have to prove congruence. You just have to find the value of X.
Okay, so can I write no congruence? No
No,
reason?
they are congruent. You don't need that. You just have to solve for X.
Okay, all right. Okay, you can go.
All right, so let me snip in the next question. How are your allergies today?
It's good. I'm better.
Oh,
It's
that's
good.
good to hear. I heard from a few people they were bad. All right. Do you see that these two angles are congruent that I'm pointing to in this drawing?
Yeah,
Because they've got the two lines.
yeah. That's
So
right.
what is the measure of angle E in that case?
70.
70. Now, just like in the last problem, what do the three angles in a triangle add up to?
180.
Okay, so that's 60 plus 70 plus 2x has to equal 180. Yes, you need to write this down, and you also need to solve it for x. Let me know if you have any questions about solving this.
Mhm. I'm writing that down. I'm trying to write that down.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right, I got that down.
What did you solve it for x though?
60 plus 70 is 130.
Okay.
And then you subtract both sides by both you have to subtract by 180.
Yes. So what is that? What does that become?
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Okay, so now 2x equals 50. So you have to divide both sides by 2.
Very good.
$25.
25. Very good. X is 25. All right, so get that down and we'll do our
It's the
best to,
same answer from number 10.
that's just happens to be the case. And you can ask your teacher why they chose two problems that with the same answer. All right, ready to move on to 12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it says given triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, find the values of X and Y. So the order of the letters matters. It's saying that angle A is congruent to angle D. The first letter is congruent to the first letter. So do you see how angle A is 87 and angle D is 5x plus 2?
Yes.
So they're congruent. Congruent means they are equal. Equal means you set them equal to each other.
Okay.
So you have to solve that for X. That's why we worked hard all summer on solving, get you ready for this moment here.
Okay. So, all right. All right. So, okay. So what you need to do is that you need to be able to just add 87 plus 2.
You're subtracting 2 from both sides.
Yeah. And that's going to be 85. Yeah. Let me write it down. Okay, and then that is going to be equaling 17.
Yes. X is 17. So we're halfway home. We've got the first one, we've got X. Now we need to find Y. Okay, so it says it shows in the congruent statement that C is congruent to F. C is congruent to F. But the problem is we don't know F. Do you agree with that? We don't know F.
Yeah.
But if we put 17 back into the 5x plus 2, this other angle is 87 degrees. So we can find F because F plus 42, the other angle, plus 87, the angle we just found, that has to equal 180 degrees. So since we're short on time here, I'll help in solving this. It's F plus 129 equals 180. So F equals 51. But that's not our answer. That's not why, but that is something to consider here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to. Okay, so I should write it down.
Yes, I mean, you need that for finding this last part.
Oh, come on. Okay, got it down.
Okay, now since angle F is 51 and angle C is 3y and they're congruent, you set 3y equal to 51.
Yeah. So now what you need to do is that you have to now subtract.
Your 3 is multiplying y equals 51. How do you divide by, how do you solve for y? You divide by 3.
3.
So y equals,
Okay, I'm right. Let me write that down.
all right, that'll probably have to do it for us for tonight after you get this one down.
We can do the final question.
Well, there won't be any time to talk to your dad then.
Well, I want to finish the final question, please.
Okay. We will let me know when you get all this down. We'll look up the
I already got
last
all that
question.
down.
Okay.
Next problem.
So this is why we got to start on time, Sourish. You gotta hit the get going right at 7 o'clock here. That way we're not
So I'm
rushing
very
you
sorry
today.
for that. It's just because I'm just trying to send that to you.
Okay, so H and T, do you see how they're the first letter in each of the triangles?
Yes.
They're congruent. So angle H is congruent to angle T. And that means that 51 equals 6a minus 3.
Okay. All right. So you want to proceed?
You've got to be able to solve this on your own.
Okay. And then you get to subtract both sides by 3.
3 is already
Add.
you're adding, yeah. Adding 3 to both sides.
And that's 54.
Then how do you solve for A?
That's 9.
A is 9. Very good. Okay, so we want to find B. So angle K is congruent to angle S. Angle K is congruent to angle S. So that's K and that's S. Notice we don't have S. We don't have S.
Yes. Okay.
But instead of this 6a minus 3, we actually know that that's 51 degrees.
Okay.
So the reason that's useful is S plus 83 plus 51 equals 180. So that's 134 equals 180. So S equals 46.
Yeah.
And the reason we're doing that is so that we can set angle K 7b minus 10 equal to, sorry, my screen just froze up. 7b minus 10 equal to 46.
Okay.
So we have to be able to solve this one. So you add 10 to both sides. 7b equals 56. Divide both sides by 7, so b equals 8.
Okay. Got it down.
Excellent. So we're going to end here, Sourish. I'll
And
talk to
that's
your
the
dad.
final. And that's the final answer.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You can tell your dad I'll talk to him on Thursday. But good job today. And
Are you
I'll
going to talk to Dad?
I don't have time now. I've got
All
to
right.
run.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll talk to him on Thursday. Thank you.
Bye now.